Good morning. Today I want to share Exodus 15, verse 24, which says, "So the people grumbled against Moses, saying, 'What shall we drink?'" I read this verse and immediately thought of how many times have I grumbled about something? And how many times after I grumbled first about something did I see that God worked through that situation? What really caught my attention in this devotional was a statement that said the Hebrew word for grumbling refers to rebellion against God. And I'll admit, the first thing I said was, ouch, Lord, I did not know that when I'm grumbling, I'm actually rebelling against you because I'm not thinking of all the ways you have provided for me in the past. I am so focused on I'm not getting what I want, or my plans have changed, whatever it is, and I'm grumbling about it instead of trusting Him. Lord, I'm really feeling frustrated right now, but please help me and work this out. Yesterday at work, my daughter's best friend had seen my post, knew, okay, Sarah hasn't been feeling well, I should check up on her and see if they need anything. Because she had seen that we were at work on Tuesday, even though Sarah wasn't feeling well, and we wound up getting stuck at work late. And, yep, I was grumbling and complaining about that situation and not stopping to think of, okay, God, what are you going to do through this? Why are we stuck here this long and our plans have changed? And so Sarah let her know, well, we needed a few items at the store and she couldn't remember everything. So she said, ask my mom. And it was nap time. So I was able to get the text and respond to her. And she asked what we needed. And at first I honestly was thinking, I don't want to put her out. I'll eventually get to the store to get the stuff we need. It's okay. But I gently heard the Lord saying, give her the list. So I typed out what we needed, and this young lady delivered to where we worked before we ever got off work. She had did what she needed to do, picked up everything we needed, dropped it off. And I was just so thankful for that God used somebody else to answer my prayers. In spite of the fact that I had grumbled the day before about my plans changing, I felt like he was reminding me, but you humbled yourself and you asked for forgiveness, and I forgave you. And you weren't afraid to publicly admit on Facebook and YouTube that you had messed up and you had, not been very loving towards this person, and you had complained and grumbled. It's okay. I'm going to meet your needs. And so, God may answer you in a miraculous way. When you want to grumble, stop and say, you know what, Lord? You have always provided for me. I know you're going to provide again. He may do it in a miraculous way. He may do it in a practical provision. He may use somebody else to meet your needs. Don't be afraid to allow other people to be blessed as well, helping you. I am truly hoping my daughter's friend is blessed because she was able to bless us and help us with what we needed. And God reminded me of just how much He knows our needs, because about an hour after she had delivered this stuff, I started to have a spasm in my back, and it was hard to walk. And we only had a 10-minute drive home, but I was having some pain. Every time I moved a little bit, I'd have pain. And I realized, Lord, I am just so thankful that she delivered what we needed, because if I had tried to go up there walking around the store, then trying to drive the 15 plus minutes home from the store, that would have been very difficult for me. So thank you that you knew this was going to happen. And I could go home yesterday and rest, and my back spasm eased before I ever went to bed, and I could sleep well. So today I just want to encourage you. First, don't grumble. Don't rebel against God just because something is an inconvenience to you, or your plans changed, or you're just having a bad day and you want to grumble about it. Stop and say, okay, God, I don't know what you're going to do through this, but I know you can meet my needs. You have done it before. You're going to do it again. And be prepared to thank him when he shows how he answers those prayers. You know, Moses went to God and asked for help, and the Lord provided an answer in a miraculous way by throwing a tree or a log or, into the waters that had been bitter, and they became safe to drink. We may not get a miraculous answer like that, but allow God to use other people and allow God to answer you in whatever way he sees fit. And remember to thank him instead of grumbling and complaining. God bless and have a great day.